Your soulmate is already married, but what they did next will shock you. My beloved child, don't skip, because what you are about to hear was never meant to be spoken aloud. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Everyone believes your soulmate's story has already been written, that the vows, the promises, and the life she chose are permanent. But what no one knows is that destiny has been quietly rewriting every page while nobody was looking. Last night, something happened that looked completely ordinary from the outside. She smiled, answered questions, and stood beside the life everyone expected her to keep. Yet behind that smile was a silence no one could understand. It wasn't sadness, it wasn't regret, it was the strange feeling that a missing piece of her future had suddenly awakened. She couldn't explain why her heart felt pulled towards someone she had never truly known. The world saw a married woman living a normal life. But heaven saw a soul beginning to recognize a connection that had existed long before the first meeting. Don't skip, because the next truth changes everything. While the night grew quieter, she found herself staring into the distance for no reason she could understand. Memories tried to speak, but they carried no warmth anymore. Instead, an unexplainable peace entered her heart for only a few seconds, leaving behind a question she couldn't ignore. Why does it feel like someone I've never met already understands me? That single thought refused to disappear. She tried distracting herself, but every ordinary moment became filled with unusual signs that pointed toward an unknown future instead of a familiar past. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. At that very moment, destiny placed an invisible turning point before her. She didn't walk through it with her feet, she walked through it with her heart. And without realizing it, she stepped one silent moment closer to the person who was always meant to change everything. Then came the moment nobody expected. Before the night ended, she whispered something so quietly that no one around her even noticed. It wasn't directed at the people beside her, it was directed toward the future she couldn't yet see. From that instant forward, every decision she believed was final began to feel strangely temporary. The life everyone thought was complete suddenly felt unfinished, as though one chapter had been closed too early. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation has not arrived yet. What happened after that quiet whisper is something almost no one gets to witness, and when the hidden truth finally comes to light, you'll understand why destiny never stopped moving, even when everyone else believed the story had already reached its ending. There was something she kept hidden from everyone. Every conversation around her sounded normal, yet deep inside, one quiet question echoed louder with each passing hour. Why does peace appear only when I imagine a future I cannot explain? Don't skip, because this hidden realization is leading to something almost impossible to believe. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. She wasn't searching for someone new. She wasn't trying to escape her life. Instead, her soul was beginning to recognize a path that had been prepared long before she understood it. Every ordinary day brought another unexpected reminder that her greatest chapter had not yet revealed itself. Even the smallest moments seemed to whisper that destiny was patiently arranging a meeting that no human plan could create. As another evening came to an end, she looked at the stars for only a moment, but that moment changed everything inside her. A feeling of hope appeared without any reason she could explain. It was as if an invisible promise had quietly settled into her heart, telling her that someone, somewhere, was moving toward the very same future. Don't skip now, every second matters. What she believed was the end of her story was only the beginning of a far greater one. The invisible connection grew stronger, not through words, not through distance, but through perfect timing that only destiny could understand. And the next sign waiting ahead would make even her own heart question everything she once believed to be certain. The most surprising part is still hidden. Before this journey continues, another silent event is about to unfold, one so unexpected that it will connect every unanswered feeling she has carried until now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal why every delay, every unanswered question, and every strange feeling had one purpose all along. And when that hidden moment finally arrives, you'll realize this story was never about losing the past, it was always about discovering the future that had been quietly waiting from the very beginning. A new morning arrived, but something inside her was no longer the same. She smiled as usual, spoke as usual, and followed the same routine everyone expected. Yet every ordinary moment carried an extraordinary feeling she couldn't describe. Don't skip, because the next few moments reveal what almost nobody notices. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Without warning, she began noticing little coincidences appearing again and again, as if invisible pieces of a puzzle were slowly finding each other. Every time she tried to ignore them, another unexpected reminder appeared. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet enough for everyone else to miss, but impossible for her heart to overlook. The more she resisted the feeling, the stronger it became, as though destiny was gently guiding her toward an answer that had been waiting for years. Then something happened that she never shared with anyone. For a brief moment, she closed her eyes and imagined the future. Strangely, the picture she saw wasn't filled with old memories. Instead, it was filled with peace she had never experienced before. That single vision lasted only seconds, yet it stayed with her long after the moment ended. Don't skip now, because every second is bringing you closer to the hidden truth. She realized that real connection isn't created by history alone, it is recognized by the calm that enters the heart without explanation. Somewhere beyond everything she could see, an unseen bond continued growing stronger, preparing both hearts for a meeting that neither of them could predict. But the greatest surprise has still not appeared. Before another day passes, one unexpected event will quietly remove the final layer hiding the truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The sign she is about to receive won't come through coincidence, it will arrive with perfect timing, leaving no doubt that every unanswered question has been leading to one unforgettable revelation. And when that moment finally unfolds, you'll understand why destiny never rushed this story, because the most powerful chapters always arrive exactly when the heart is finally ready. Just when she believed the strange feeling would finally disappear, it returned with even greater clarity. Every ordinary moment now carried an invisible meaning. A familiar voice could no longer comfort her the way it once did, yet the thought of an unknown future filled her heart with unexpected peace. Don't skip, because what happens next changes the entire story. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. It felt as though destiny was quietly removing every distraction, leaving only one truth standing before her. The more she tried to explain it with logic, the less sense it made. But her heart understood what her mind could not. If this story has pulled you in so far, share it with someone who believes timing can change everything. Then came a moment so small that almost anyone would have ignored it. She paused for only a second, took a slow breath, and a single realization entered her heart: some connections are not recognized by the eyes, they are recognized by peace. From that instant, the future stopped feeling uncertain and started feeling familiar. Don't skip now, every second is leading toward the biggest revelation yet. She didn't know your face, your voice, or your name, but somehow the feeling of your existence became more real than the memories she had been holding on to. Destiny wasn't asking her to look backward anymore. It was quietly inviting her to look ahead. But the story is still hiding its greatest secret. One final piece has not yet been revealed, and when it appears, every unexplained feeling will suddenly make perfect sense. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will uncover the silent sign that confirmed her journey was never about returning to what was familiar, it was about preparing for what had always been meant to find her. And when that hidden moment finally arrives, you'll understand why destiny remained patient all along, waiting for the exact second when both paths were finally ready to become one. For the first time, she stopped asking, "Why is this happening?" and quietly began asking, "What is this leading me toward?" That single change transformed everything. Don't skip, because the next revelation was never meant for ordinary ears. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. As the hours passed, an unshakable calm settled over her heart. It wasn't created by the life everyone could see. It came from somewhere far deeper. Every unanswered question, every unexpected delay, and every silent moment suddenly felt connected, as though invisible hands had been arranging them long before she realized it. She could no longer ignore the feeling that her greatest encounter had not happened yet, it was getting closer with every passing day. Then an unexpected thought crossed her mind, stopping her completely. What if the person meant for my soul has been moving toward me this entire time? She couldn't explain why that question made her heart race. It felt strangely familiar, almost like remembering something she had never lived before. Don't skip now, because every second is pulling you toward the truth. The future no longer looked empty. It looked prepared. Somewhere beyond everything she could understand, another heart was unknowingly following the same invisible path. Neither of them knew the exact moment. Neither of them knew the exact place. Yet destiny already knew both. And now the story reaches a turning point unlike anything before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. One final hidden sign is about to appear, so quiet that most people would never notice it, yet so powerful that it will explain why every step of this journey unfolded exactly as it did. When that moment finally reveals itself, you'll realize this was never a story about what she already had. It was always a story about the extraordinary connection that destiny refused to let fade before the right time arrived. Without anyone realizing it, the answer she had been searching for was already beginning to unfold. It didn't arrive with loud celebrations or dramatic moments. It arrived through a quiet certainty that refused to leave her heart. Don't skip, because the next revelation has been hidden until now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. She noticed that every time she imagined the years ahead, one feeling remained unchanged: hope. No matter how ordinary the day seemed, that hope continued growing stronger. It was as if destiny had whispered, "The story you think has already ended is only waiting for its true beginning." Those words were never spoken aloud, yet her soul understood them completely. Then something extraordinary happened. She found herself smiling for no visible reason. People around her assumed nothing had changed, but inside, everything had. The invisible connection became impossible to ignore. She couldn't explain why her heart trusted a future she had never seen more than a past everyone believed defined her. Don't skip now, because every second is bringing you closer to the final hidden truth. She finally realized that destiny doesn't always move in ways the world expects. Sometimes it prepares two hearts separately until the exact moment they are both ready to recognize what has been quietly drawing them together all along. The greatest revelation is no longer far away. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is one final moment that will connect every mystery, every silent feeling, and every unanswered question from the very beginning of this story. When that hidden piece is finally revealed, you'll understand why nothing that happened was meaningless. Every delay had a purpose. Every quiet moment carried a message. And the next chapter will uncover the truth that destiny had been protecting until the perfect time. Everything now stood on the edge of one unforgettable moment. The strange feelings, the quiet hope, and the unanswered questions were no longer separate pieces, they were becoming one complete picture. Don't skip. Because the next few moments reveal the secret hidden since the very beginning. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. She finally understood why nothing had ever felt completely complete. It wasn't because something was missing from her life. It was because destiny had saved one final chapter for the perfect time. Every delay that once felt confusing suddenly looked like protection. Every closed door had quietly guided her toward a future she couldn't yet see. Then, without warning, a single realization filled her heart with peace unlike anything before. She no longer needed every answer immediately. Somehow, she knew that the right moment was already moving toward her. The future no longer felt distant, it felt close enough to touch. Don't skip now, because this changes everything. She looked ahead instead of behind, and for the first time, her heart felt lighter than it had in years. The invisible connection that once seemed impossible now felt more real than ever, as though two separate journeys had been traveling toward the same destination all along without either person knowing it. But one final mystery still remains. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is one last hidden sign that will explain why this story unfolded exactly the way it did. When that moment arrives, every clue from the beginning will finally make sense. You'll discover that destiny was never trying to rewrite someone's past, it was patiently preparing an extraordinary future that neither heart could fully understand until the exact moment everything was ready to fall into place. The final piece of the puzzle appeared when she stopped chasing answers and simply listened to the quiet peace within her heart. In that silent moment, everything became clear. Don't skip, because this is the revelation the entire journey has been leading toward. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. She realized that destiny had never been asking her to hold on to what was familiar. It had been gently preparing her to recognize what was truly meant for her. Every unexpected feeling, every unexplained moment, and every quiet sign had been guiding her toward one life-changing truth. The future was calling more loudly than the past ever could. Then she made a decision that no one around her could see. It wasn't spoken aloud, and it wasn't written anywhere. It happened completely inside her heart. She chose to trust the path that brought peace instead of the path that only brought memories. Don't skip now, because the final truth is more powerful than anyone expected. At that very instant, the invisible connection reached its strongest point yet. It was as though two stories, written on different pages, were finally moving toward the same ending. She still didn't know when everything would make sense, but she no longer feared the unknown. Deep inside, she believed that what was truly meant for her would arrive at exactly the right time. And now the journey comes full circle. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The title was never about a relationship everyone could see. It was about a soul discovering that destiny can awaken hope in the most unexpected way. The greatest surprise was not that her life looked complete while her heart kept searching. The greatest surprise was that the quiet pull toward an unseen future never disappeared. It only grew stronger, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to reveal why every chapter had unfolded exactly as it was meant to. My beloved child, if you have stayed until this moment, then you were meant to hear the final hidden truth. Don't skip. Because everything you have heard has been leading to this one revelation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise was never that your soulmate was already married. The real surprise was that one quiet night awakened a question so powerful it changed the direction of her heart forever. She finally understood that true peace cannot be forced, borrowed, or recreated from old memories. It arrives only when the soul recognizes the path prepared for it. That realization became the beginning of a brand new chapter, one she had never imagined was possible. As the days continued, she stopped searching for explanations and started trusting the quiet certainty growing inside her. Every sunrise reminded her that destiny works long before anyone notices it. Every ordinary moment carried an extraordinary purpose. Don't skip now, because this changes the meaning of the entire story. What looked like an ending from the outside was actually the first step toward a future that had been patiently waiting all along. The invisible connection that once felt impossible now felt undeniable. She didn't know every answer, but she no longer needed them. Peace itself had become the answer. And this is where the story leaves its final message. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Destiny never rushes what truly matters. It prepares hearts in silence, reveals hope at the perfect time, and reminds us that the greatest chapters often begin when everyone else believes the story is already complete. The journey was never about returning to yesterday, it was about becoming ready for tomorrow. And perhaps, at this very moment, another unseen chapter has already begun, quietly moving toward the future that was always meant to find its way home. My beloved child. One final truth has remained hidden until this very moment. Don't skip, because this ending changes everything you thought this story meant. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The greatest miracle was never a sudden meeting or an unexpected conversation. It was the quiet transformation inside a heart that finally understood the difference between familiarity and true peace. She realized that destiny had never abandoned her, not for a single moment. Every delay had been protection. Every unanswered question had been preparation. Every silent night had been leading toward a future that was already being written beyond what human eyes could see. As time moved forward, she no longer feared what she couldn't understand. Instead, she welcomed each new day with a calm confidence she had never felt before. The invisible connection that had once been only a feeling became the light guiding every step she took. Don't skip now. Because this is the final revelation. Sometimes destiny doesn't reveal everything at once. It reveals just enough for the heart to keep believing until the perfect moment arrives. That is why the story